Fantastic Podcast, episode 29. I'm Alicia Thanks Picker.
And I'm Mo87 Official. Hello, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody had a good weekend, good week, whatever.
We're finally recording on a Tuesday for once. It hasn't
Yeah.
been super busy. Well, that we can't record on Tuesday, so.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So, how was your week, Alicia?
it's been okay. I'm
Weekend?
kind of like, I'm trying to stay productive, but I feel like I'm in a slump right now. I think I'm just a little burnt out
Mm-hmm.
on reselling right now. So I'm still keeping up with my 1550, but that's like my bare minimum. So I just
That's
pretty
good.
much list as much as I sell. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Been
I did not meet my goal. And I'm not gonna bore you, but I still don't feel good. Let's leave it at that.
Have you gone to the
But
doctor yet?
uh-uh.
No.
But like I said, I was telling you earlier, I feel better today, but I was really tired. I had to get up. Well, my husband and son aren't home, so I got to get up early and take the dog out. Um, and then I had to get blood work for something else this morning.
Mm,
And then I was tired and I took a nap. But it's the first day that I don't feel like completely like terrible in a while.
that's
So
good.
fingers crossed. But yeah, so that's me. I haven't been keeping up, but I've sold a few things here and there, but I didn't
That's
meet my
good.
goal, which I'm pretty, ticked off about, but cuz it's like it doesn't it's one thing or another. I don't know. I feel like for me it's like one thing or another. Did I tell you? So I made that little Barbie reel on Instagram right before we did
Right.
that first show that had the Barbie thing.
Hmm.
And some psychic, and I say psychic because there's a lot of fake ones. I know some people, and I know people will be like, it's all BS, whatever. I, I'm not here to debate that, but some Instagram psychic sent me a message on that reel and was like, um, evil is attacking you.
What?
Yeah. I'm like, oh, do I have to buy a reading? And then I blocked him. I was like, get out of here.
Maybe I'm the evil, but I'm not a, but I'm not
You were
attacking
you
you.
were your Barbie head, your Bratz head was the one that was on the front
Hmm.
of the reel, like when it's still. I was like, what? Get out of here. I've posted all kinds of stuff. You're gonna post it on that. Like, get your business, like, honestly, for real. It just annoyed me because,
That's
like,
funny.
well, you know that's a thing I do. Well, I'm not psychic or anything. I'm probably the opposite. Um, terrible. But I do paranormal stuff. It's a hobby. Blah blah blah. So that kind of thing really annoys me because that just gives fuel to the fire of, and I'm all for people to be skeptic, but like when people do shady stuff like that, it gives it a bad name. And I mean that's
Yep.
for any business. I mean, if you're you know, let your word of mouth, like, why are you spamming people with nonsense? Like, you must suck or be fake. I don't know. So, and that, like I said, that's any business. If you start spamming people, people are just like, get away.
Yep. Yep.
Anyway, yeah, so evil is attacking me, and so I guess that's why I didn't feel good. I didn't succumb and pay for their services.
Well, one thing I want to talk about, I don't know if you saw it. I put it in our other little Discord group we have going on, our little super secret group. Um,
Shh.
Basically I sold a big blow mold. It was a teddy bear, Halloween one. It's holding a little pumpkin. It's all cute.
Okay.
It was
I
pretty
haven't.
big.
I didn't see it. I haven't kept up.
So I sold it is to someone else in Nebraska, so it got there in like a day. So when they
Mm-hmm.
messaged me initially, I was like,
Oh,
have
oh,
they
oh,
even got
yes,
it
I
yet? Because
did.
I
Yes, I
just
did. I
shipped it
did
out.
see
I'm like,
this.
what the
Yes.
heck?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so to tell the viewers, it got delivered yesterday, like,
Mm-hmm.
bam. Then I get a message at 5:54 p.m. It came broken to pieces. I can't fix it. What do you want to do about this? I
It
said,
didn't come
hello,
broken to
can
pieces.
hello, can you
Sorry.
please send photos? Sorry to hear it arrived damaged. That's usually my first thing if they don't send pictures right away. Then they go, I would, but I already threw it away. I should have talked to you. I should have talked to you about it before I did that. I'm like, okay, but you just talked about fixing it. I,
Right. Mm-hmm.
Then they said, I was surprised it came broke with the bubble wrap around it. I said, feel free to open and return, then I can refund once I receive the item, thanks. I said, then, unless you are able to send photos of the damage. They say, okay. So I'm
And
waiting for a return, I'm waiting for a
mm,
message from them, or I'm waiting for a negative feedback.
I mean,
But I'm
I
also
don't.
like, it was kind of like, if it broke, why would you throw it away right away? Because I don't know,
Blow
like,
molds are pretty. I mean, can they be broken? Yes. Are they pretty sturdy? Also,
because I
yes.
have a second one in my garage. It's the exact same as this one because I bought two at the same time and I
Yeah.
only listed one. And I went up to it and I like pressed on it with my fingers and my
Yeah.
thumbs just to see like
Right.
how flexible it was or
Yeah.
anything. But it was pretty sturdy. So I'm like,
Yeah.
unless it took
I
a
mean,
hit or it was dropped
it was
or
run over. I mean,
maybe
I
it
don't
was
think.
brittle plastic, but no
No.
item, no refund, I guess, in this case, because I'm not just going to be like, oh, it broke. Here's a
I
refund of this
wouldn't.
item,
Mm,
which I ended up paying out of my pocket a little more to ship it because I got the dimensions wrong a little bit,
yeah.
and it ended up upcharging a
Hmm.
lot more.
Yeah.
So I didn't even make like any money on it. So it kind of sucks, but that's what happened yesterday, and I
They're.
kind of
I
waiting to
think they're
see.
full of crap.
I mean, well, I'm also
Personally,
just like, why would that first message say, I can't fix it? It's broken to pieces, I can't fix it. And then,
I.
yeah.
How do you throw it away so quick? Like that's no.
Unless, like, I did look at the tracking, it was delivered to a post office
Mm-hmm.
for some reason. I don't know if, like, maybe they opened it at the post office, they're like, oh, it's broken, and threw it away at the post office, or something like that, you know?
I mean, that's kind of weird,
Like,
but
I don't know. You know,
yeah.
who knows? But sorry, I just got a
I
notification. I
think
got a
it's
subscriber on YouTube, another subscriber.
woohoo!
And speaking of
Yay!
YouTube,
How many do you have now?
almost
How
200,
many do you
and
have?
I talked
That's
about it in
awesome.
my live. Said once I get to
Mm-hmm.
1,000, I'll do a giveaway. I have 190 now, so I've gotten like four today at least. Because last I checked,
That's
it was like
cool.
186. My one video, Rainy Day Citywide Sales, in the thumbnail has an arrow pointing to a vehicle, says "Don't be this person" because this
Oh
person
yeah,
parked in the
yeah, the one
alley.
you parked in the alley.
I have 1.4K views on that
Ooh,
video. It's I don't know why.
it's the arrow thing. I've read
It's the
that, but they
arrows.
talk about that like Chris NJ Picker talks about they talk about the
Hmm.
arrows. But outside of those guys talking about it, I've read that before that you need that circles and arrows and like I don't know why, but I guess people are like it draws their eye in, and also having your face on there is, I think a big part of it, or at least a
Well, yeah,
face. Like, I
yeah.
mean, it
So
should be your face or who someone in the video, but um, Matt, although he did, I haven't watched his latest, but I think he's been putting his face on his thumbnail now.
yeah, I
ABC Matt,
noticed he's been doing that.
because
Yes.
he was like putting randos. I was like, put your face on there. But I
I
talk all
did
this, and
have
I haven't made a video yet. One of
I
these
did have
days, maybe.
another thumbnail that had two arrows in it. with the Polly Pockets that I found in someone's basement.
Oh yeah. How'd that
That
one
one did
do?
okay. I'm looking
Mhm.
at like the other videos around it, and I
Mhm.
guess that video is my best performing one, like my first best performing
Because
one. Like,
that's an early one, right? I
yeah,
mean,
that was
fairly
like
early.
my 10th video or something. Like
Uh-huh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Yeah.
like 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 13th video. And I'm
Yeah, I
up
don't
to 36 now.
I think I might have seen it on or I read it or something about like, somebody who was like telling you how to do YouTube videos and
Hmm.
best way to do thumbnails or whatever, and they're like put an arrow. I'm like, why? But there must be a psychology and the market, a marketing thing. I don't know.
I don't
I'd
know, but
be interested to know, but that's awesome.
it's performing
That's
very
awesome.
well, and like I looked at my manage videos thing and it tells me like the stats. Um I have 53 likes on that video,
That's
which
awesome.
is a lot, but
I
I'm like
actually
looking
watched
more
that
into the
video.
stats on my videos and
Yeah.
like
I actually watched that video on my computer so I could like it. Like, because sometimes if I'm working and I put them on, like, the TV, you know, I don't get the thumbs. I don't like to do that with people that I know
mhm.
because I like to remember to leave a comment or a thumbs up because I never remember to go back and do it when I watch it on the TV.
It's hard. It's hard to remember.
Yeah. So like especially like you and Matt and like Grams and Pops, like I try and remember, it doesn't always happen, to watch on my computer so that I can, but then I don't always, and then don't forget remember to go back. But I do watch everybody, you guys. But
I
I
am way
do
behind on YouTube. Like
I haven't watched any
I
aside
just have to
from my little ones.
I just have to like cherry pick a video,
Mhm.
watch it, and some titles aren't grabbing me, and then I just end up like spacing off. Or, of course, I always watch Graham and Pops. I
Mhm.
always watch Dave's videos, but not his picker content. But I will watch his flipper content. I was keeping up with Kevin's, but I haven't as
I
much in the
haven't been
past
keeping up
month
with
or so.
either of them.
Harry, I've been
They
watching him,
don't
but he
need
hasn't
us.
posted much lately. So
Who's
yeah, they
that?
don't need us.
Harry Tornado? Harry Tomato? I don't watch him.
Yeah, and then yeah, I mean, and I keep up, of course, his Cash to Cash podcast and the Reseller Clickbait podcast, but that's about it. I used to have so much time to just sit there and watch my little videos all day. Not anymore.
Hmm. I I try, but I've yeah, last week or so I haven't hardly watched anything. But
And speaking of videos, we have 3 comments on our last episode.
woohoo.
First one from Grandpa's Vintage. Casually dropping nipple jokes and following up with "that's what she said" jokes. Mo is over here keeping it classy.
Of course.
Amy, Beach by Repeat, says, I scoop up the Combe Church cookbooks too. The ones that aren't worth much, I'm saving to just list as a big lot. That's a good idea.
That's a good idea too. That's a good idea too.
Because Media
Oh,
Mail,
and go
right?
watch Amy,
So you
Beach
could,
by Repeat.
yes, go watch Amy. I love her
Yeah,
videos too. I'll
they're
watch
media
Amy's video.
mail. They're media mail.
So you could ship out like a
So
10-pound box for like around $10. It's usually about a
mhm.
dollar a pound for Media Mail.
That's
Like after the.
after the first like three something.
Mhm.
I forget what it is at now. Did Media Mail go up? I don't know if it did. I think it
I
did. It
don't
went
keep
up
up
a
with
little bit.
it. Like I just pay what I pay, and
I actually just shipped something Media Mail.
me too.
Not oh, I had these little pamphlets. I love ephemera and just like finding old stuff in pristine condition. I This was a while ago, but I went to this state sale. I think somebody had been a teacher, but he was like a sportsman and not like, please, I mean maybe he played sport, but like I mean like fishing, hunting, that kind of thing. And he must have done skeet shooting because there was boxes of the skeet discs that were like
Mm-hmm.
unopened. And he had all this like, and he must have taught safety. So because if he did skeet shooting, he was like he taught gun safety and like rifle shooting and stuff. So he had all these like from like the 60s, these NRA pamphlets about teaching, and like the ones the instructor would have and the ones you would give the students. And
Mm-hmm.
they had the coolest like looking graphics in them. So I sold some of those the other day. That was cool, but it was medium mail, so it was like $3. It's three and some change,
Mm-hmm.
um, but yeah, I love I love stuff like that because it is medium mail, so it's cheap and easy. You don't have
Yes.
to you don't have to like super duper calculate the weight. I don't know. Like anything that's light is going to be a pound, so it doesn't
Yep.
matter.
Um,
But
and then, oh, go ahead.
no, I
Oh. Last comment was from Matt. He said, "Doubt I find any literature from Delaware over here, but if I find any, I will buy it for you, Mo."
oh yeah, yeah. Let's see, we're just talking about, I love that stuff.
And actually, I wanted to switch to our account just in case there's any comments I missed on older videos, but I don't see any. Nope, don't see anything. Um, any cool sales lately?
No, I mean I sold those. I thought they were neat because they were kind of old. And I know that's not a lot of people's thing, but it is kind of preserving some history. I always like
Mm-hmm.
that. No, nothing great. I sold another big plate today that I have to ship. It's not super big or anything, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad it's going because these are like things that I've had for a while, and for whatever reason, they're starting to move. Like they're cool. That this one I think is Italian. The last one I sent was Spanish. Spain was made in Spain, but nothing exciting. And my sales are slowing because I haven't been listing as much. So
I feel
hopefully,
that. Um, ooh, this is what I wanted to talk about. I got these. Actually, I just realized I pulled these other two things today, and I totally forgot to record, like, before I packed them up.
oh no.
Anyways, I had some, uh, I bought some shoes for my husband a few years ago, and they got worn out.
Hmm.
They had, like, cuts on them, so I decided to get rid of them, and they had insoles. They're Nike SBs, so I pulled out the insoles, and I sold those for 20
Hmm.
plus shipping.
Nice.
Just for the insoles, so that's cool. Oh, this is another thing I kind of want to talk about with you because I was kind of indifferent. I wasn't sure about how I felt. Not indifferent, but I was just really unsure. So I saw that Bath and Body Works released their Halloween collection. They had a bunch of
Hmm.
cool stuff. One of the coolest things was a snake-shaped perfume bottle holder. Like you put your perfume
Hmm.
bottle in it. And I'm like, I love it. That's so cool. I went
Hmm.
and bought it. I went to my local Bath and Body Works. They had one
Hmm.
left, so I bought it. I'm
I
like,
didn't
oh,
even
this is
see
cool.
that one. How much?
Yeah.
How much is it selling for?
I put it on my little shelf over there, and after the newness wore off, I'm like, you know what? I'm like, I bought it for myself, but I'm trying to get away from Bath and Body Works perfumes because they never last. I like
Yeah.
the my nicer perfumes that last all
Hmm.
day.
Yeah.
I look it up. I'm like, it's selling for like 70,
I
$80,
mean,
and I
how is
bought
it
it for
all?
$25.
Is it already like sold out every place? I think I saw it yesterday. So in my like hour or two that I didn't feel totally crappy yesterday, I had to run some errands,
Mm-hmm.
and I went to Bath and Body Works because there's like a strip mall that I don't have to go to the regular mall, and there's one in there, and there's Target, and I had to go to Target. And I'm like, I'm gonna go look at the Halloween stuff. And all I bought some hand sanitizer and like a little holder for myself.
Mm-hmm.
But I was thinking about it and I was looking at the stuff, and I never, because then when I came home, I didn't feel good again. And I didn't look any of the stuff up, but that was my intention. I was like looking at it all, and I was like, I'm gonna see. because I know too, like stuff that was, from previous years sells too.
I've
Like,
sold like a Paris candle holder for like I
hmm
forgot how much, but also an old Halloween holder for
yeah,
like I got off the
hmm
dollar auction for like I forgot how much, really
right.
cheap, and I sold it for like 70 or something like that,
That's why I'm like,
60.
do I buy like a couple things I like, use them this year, and then sell them next year and get something new? Do you know what I mean? I was thinking about
Hmm.
that, but do they sell out that fast for that to be already?
Well, I'm on some gothic decor Facebook
Hmm
groups, and people were going nuts over this snake perfume holder. That's how I
Yeah.
found out about it. I'm like, oh, that's
Okay.
kind of cool. I kind of want it. If I find
I
it, I'll
don't
buy it.
remember
And
if I saw it or not. I liked
so,
there was like a witch's hand, like
hmm
it wasn't old and ugly, but she had cool nails, and she held the soap bottle. I liked it. And it was silicone.
hmm
So it
Oh,
would be, so when it got wet, it wouldn't get all, you could wash it off. Wouldn't
yeah.
be all gross. But I saw some of the other stuff like the cuz I have a friend, like she buys those plugins all the time. Like the different um I mean, cuz they have a million of those. But I don't know if I would buy those cuz I don't know how, like I didn't know if they had as much a resale value as something like that. Now I want to go
hmm
back and find the snake.
Well, I'm like, I originally went for myself. The newness kind of wore off. I also bought some candles at Bath and Body
Uh-huh.
Works. Usually I don't buy them full price, and like the full
Right,
price
yeah.
makes me sick. But the
It's
the
it's
containers were so
disgusting.
cool. Yes, I literally spent $30 on one candle, and I'm like, oh my
Mhm.
God, what did I do? Um, anyways, but I have the snake, and I'm like, you know what? I'm like, I'm gonna list it. I'm gonna put it up a little high,
Mhm.
see what happens. Well, I listed it like yeah, a couple days ago I listed it. And then at the same time I'm like, I need to sell some more stuff, so I'm gonna put out a 10% coupon on all my items just to
Mhm.
kind of get stuff going. Next thing I know, it sells. So I sold it for $80 plus shipping, but I put it as first class shipping for some, or not first class, the new one, the ground
Yeah, ground.
advantage,
Mhm.
whatever. So I got it buyers all in 84.60. So I sold it.
Wow.
And I'm like, okay.
How much
But
was
here's
it?
the thing. It was like 25 bucks.
Yeah.
Actually, I have my receipt right here. Where'd it
I
go?
need to go back.
Well, here's the thing that I felt
I
bad
might have
about
to leave the
because
podcast and go back to Body Works. I'm gonna just put mine up for 100. I don't remember seeing the snake one. I'm trying to think
where's
what I
the
saw.
receipt? It's like a swirl, like
Yeah,
goes up.
yeah.
Yeah. But here's the thing I'm torn on. Yeah, I originally bought it for myself without the intention of reselling.
Mhm.
Sold it. Is that scalping? Is it scalping to go to Bath and Body Works, buy the last one, and then sell it?
I
Because
don't
my mom didn't know what scalping meant, and I told her, and then my husband is like, well, no, that's not quite. I was just like, well,
I don't
scalpers, they go out to a store or whatever, buy up all the new stuff to the point it's out of stock, and then sell it online for more
Yeah, but
because
you
people can't
didn't
get
buy it
it.
with that intention.
Yeah, but people that
You
do buy
didn't
it with that intention,
Yeah. I mean,
like say I go
yeah,
back again and buy more.
cuz but you don't know if you're buying them all up. Like there were people like, and it I mean that's the whole, I mean when I was a kid that was, scalpers were a big thing for for tickets
Hmm.
and concert tickets and stuff. But I I know during the lockdown time there was a bunch of people that bought up like hand sanitizer, like, were trying to sell it. And then,
Essential
eBay and
things.
Amazon weren't letting them. Um I mean, I think it's a fine line, but first of all, it's not essential. Um and second of all, I don't know. I'm about to go back to Bath and Body Works when we get off and go find that snake one if they have it.
Yeah, it was
because my store needs a jump start again. But no,
thing
I
was, it
mean,
sold really quick. I was surprised, and for
yeah,
full price. Like I was expecting to get offers on it for like
right, right.
around what I bought it
I
for.
mean, I wonder, is it going here? Is it going overseas? Like,
It went to New York.
hmm. Which I I wonder if just like just certain places they just can't find it, and some of these people like it's like people have to have that certain one. I don't know. I don't know.
I thought it was really cool until I like thought about it. I'm like, well, I bought it. I'm like, I could just go return it, but same with the candles I bought. But there's a scent I'm obsessed with from Bath and Body Works that's called Black Cherry Merlot. So I have it
Mhm.
in a candle. I just bought like hand soap. Like I've
Mhm.
never in my life bought fancy hand soap. I've always just used random hotel bar soap and stuff like that. Um,
Yeah.
but I splurge a little. I'm like, oh, I want to get some nicer
Well,
stuff for us,
that's
and
what
then also have it in
happens
the car scent thing
because
too.
yeah. Because Bath and Body Works with scents
Mm-hmm.
discontinues them. Like I used to like
Yeah.
it was like vanilla chamomile.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went back like, I had some lotion and some soap or whatever I had. And I go, and I use it and I go to get more. Oh, we don't have it's discontinued. I'm like, "What?" So, they kind of that's what I don't spend I try not to spend as much money there because they tick me off with that. You get something you like and then it's gone. But
Yeah,
and
I
their
noticed.
and their candles are priced ridiculous. Like I can't.
Usually I pick them up at garage sales. Actually,
Mhm.
I'm also on like a decluttering kick, but it's like whatever I declutter, I either put on Facebook to sell or sell it on eBay or donate
Mhm.
it. Like that's the three
Yeah.
places it goes.
Mhm.
And so one of the first things I did after I to make myself feel better after buying three more candles from Bath and Body
You
Works at full
declutter some.
price, I decluttered my wax melt slash candle drawer.
Mhm.
And what I have in there is a bunch of the big Bath and Body Works 3 wick candles that I pick up from garage sales for like
Mhm.
I don't pay any more than $5. Maybe like
Yeah.
a couple bucks. If I find
Mhm.
one and I have some that are new, never been
Yeah.
burned from Bath and Body Works. They're like the
Mhm.
White Barn,
Yeah.
whatever, but I also have the little single wick candles, which I also find for like a buck or two. Well, I bought a bunch of the single wicks that have never been burned that I've gotten from garage sales, and I put them, lotted all them all up,
Mhm.
like 5 of them for $30 on Facebook, and so I'm
Nice.
about to sell those. And I like made room for the new candles, and then I have a friend that actually sells Scentsy, and she will
Mhm.
buy wax bars from me that I source from garage sales, and
Yeah.
I don't pay more than $1 for like the bars. Like if I find them
Yeah.
for a quarter, 50 cents, whatever.
Mhm.
I lot them up and then I resell them to her because she uses them to remelt into little
Oh,
to make
okay.
like
Yeah,
cute little
yeah. She'll
shapes and
make little
stuff.
shapes, yeah.
So she'll buy those off of me, which is
Cool.
cool. And then I buy stuff from her. So,
Mhm.
it's like it's
Yeah.
just a big circle, but like I have a collection
Yeah, but
of
it
because
gets
I
more
like my
use.
house to smell good.
Mhm.
I have a collection of wax bars, that could probably keep my house smelling good for maybe like years, but yeah.
I have tons of candles, but I will admit I always look for Bath and Body Works stuff places.
Hmm.
Um which reminds me, I think I have some perfume that I have to list. Like, just the sprays. The I don't find it often, but I look for it and I look
People
for the
sell here
candles.
all the time, and usually I look for the perfumes or the body washes. I used to use the body. Well, I bought a bunch of body washes, but I noticed that my skin's kind of sensitive with them, so I'm kind of like phasing them out.
Yeah, I'm
But
picky with that now. Um
hmm
and I'm kind of picky with like scents that I wear on myself. Like there's certain ones I have ones that I've bought from there. Well, first of all, nothing like I hardly wear any perfume. I don't have any. I, that makes me mad because I got rid of it was years ago. All my perfume. I was like, I don't wear this stuff anymore, and it's old, right?
hmm
and you want like vintage. But I mean, I didn't have anything super expensive, but I had like
Hmm.
I had like 80s, 90s bottles, that people would probably buy now. And my husband's cologne, because he never wore it anymore, and we're too old, we're just too old, and and quite frankly, the clone, like, whew, some of it was, I mean, it was like, Drakkar and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And I don't think it aged well, but it might just be me. But I got rid of it, and I wish I didn't because, I could have
I
sold
actually
it.
found one this weekend, Bath and Body Works, and of course it was like the day after I'd bought that perfume holder, and I went
Hmm.
to a sale, and they had like six different bottles for $1 a piece, and like I picked the ones that I kind of liked because I'm like, oh yeah,
Hmm.
I'm going to use them in my new snake holder, and of course now I
Yeah.
don't have one. Now I have five perfumes, but one of them is an older one, and it's like a shimmer body
Yeah.
mist from
Hmm.
Bath and Body Works, and
Yeah.
it must be discontinued because I looked it up and it had some crazy comps. The other ones were
Well
like,
done.
$8 to $10.
Yeah.
Nothing amazing. But this
Nothing
other
big,
one,
but
it was like it was a lot. So
I have to look through the ones I have because some of them I just like sprayed it one or two times, and it's like it didn't. It's hard to tell, like when you're in the store, if I'm gonna like it or if it's gonna bother me afterward.
hmm.
I don't. And sometimes like they have like an after smell that gets
Yeah,
to
there's
me, and I
certain ones
can't.
that like after
Mm-hmm.
it settles on you,
Yeah.
it
Uh-huh.
smells
And
a
I
little
can't.
different. Yep.
Mm-hmm. So I don't end up using half them. Plus, I did find some out somewhere, so I do want to list those. I have so much stuff to list and not.
Me too.
Oh, I hope
And
I
I'm like,
continue to
and there's
feel okay.
citywides this weekend, and my husband's work is having a they call it a beach day, but they're all getting together at this lake
Beach day.
thing. And kind of like The Office, it's
I was
kind
gonna
of
say
reminding
beach
me
day
of
at the
now.
lake, like Wallen
But we're all like everyone goes like camping there. So,
Yeah.
anyways, there's at least one citywide, but usually when this one citywide happens, there's two other citywides that usually happen at the same
Mm-hmm.
time. So usually that day, I take a big road trip to all
Yeah.
three
Uh-huh.
cities. They're called citywides, but they're really small towns,
Yeah.
and then that's it. But I'm like, I'm gonna have to like get all my picking in on Friday because, or in Thursday and Friday because Saturday's like I'm not gonna be out at all.
Beach day.
Which I've been trying not to pick on Saturdays, but last weekend there was a citywide that started on Saturday. And that's actually where I found the Bath and Body Works. What else did I find? Lisa Frank. Oh, a new in the package king size UGG comforter set
Oh, yeah, yeah.
for $20. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
it's still sitting there. I'm like, do I want
Are
to
you
keep it? But
selling
I'm
it or
looking at
keeping
it. And I
it?
told my husband, I'm like, I want to keep it, but I don't want to have a comforter that I can't wash at my own house. I'd hate to have to go to the laundromat every time we need to wash the comforter. Because that thing's huge.
Yeah. I
Like,
would I would probably, I mean, it would I'd when I was like your age and I was cold all the time in the
hmm.
winter,
And
it'd
I'm
be great.
cold
Now
all the
I'm like
time.
now I wake up in the middle of the night with it like I'm sweating, so it wouldn't, I mean, it would get used on the bed, but I wouldn't use it for.
See, I would love it because I
Hmm.
sleep cold. My husband
Yeah.
sleeps hot, so he always
Yeah.
leaves the fan on.
Uh-huh.
And for the noise, which that bothers me too, but I'm like, yeah, whatever.
That's
So,
funny because I used to sleep cold. My husband sleep hot.
mhm.
Now I'm sometimes I'm sleeping hot. Let's just put it that way. And then, but in the summertime, I always sleep with the fan on. And it's just I've always slept with the fan on since I was a kid. And my
Mhm.
husband hates the fan blowing on him. So I mean, it's just on me, but he
I
hates it. He's
hate
like,
the
"Don't
fan.
blow it on
Yes.
me."
Well, we have one of those ceiling fans, so of course it just
Hmm.
moves all the air around and like my
Okay.
arms. I
Yeah.
hate when like my arms get cold, but my body's
Hmm.
warm and yeah. Anyways, but we have that UGG comforter set, and then
That's cool.
they had a second one also for $20 that was used. It was like a pewter brown color. And I was like, oh, I could, buy this new one, sell it, and then keep the brown one. But thing is, I'm not a fan of like brown tones that
Right.
much,
Yeah.
like in my own house, like decor
Mm-hmm.
type stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm gonna pass on it. And then I decide, like, maybe 45 minutes later, after I finish the citywide, I'm like, actually, I want it. So I went back and they had sold it already. I'm like, dang it.
Yeah.
I'm like, that one I would have been okay with because it was used. But even then, with it being used, like $20 was not a bad price for this
Right.
blanket. No, I was
I
surprised to find that for 20,
I know.
like,
Wow. They were priced to sell for
the
sure.
thing is, they had other stuff at that sale. I think they had like
Hmm.
Miss Me jeans, but they had them priced so high. So I'm like, why
It's
did they price the
it's
UGG
funny.
comforter?
Yeah. I don't know. It's
Like,
funny because um I yeah. It's just what they care about, I guess. I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? They didn't really use dog comforters, so they don't give a crap. And but they wore the jeans.
mhm.
I don't know. It's weird. I have
I did find some
two
Miss Me's this weekend too.
sales this. Did
So,
you?
mhm.
I never look at. Well, I haven't found any clothes. All the garage sales around here. Well, they're like if there's clothes, it's usually like little kids clothes, and then
Mhm.
the estate sales, it's all lady clothes. So I mean, sometimes I'll look through them to see if there's anything cool vintage, but there's two sales so far this weekend. There's actually an estate sale like in my neighborhood. There's
Mhm.
condos in my neighborhood, and it's in there. I don't know how much I'm gonna find. I'm like, I'll go. It starts. No, wait. Today's Tuesday. It starts Thursday. I'll go to see, but it's very the decor is very it's that um a lot well first of all a lot of old people live in there. My grandparents used to live there back in when they were alive. And then
Mhm.
it's very old people furniture with the with that Asian that was like big big Asian pots and vases. Do you know
Oh
what I'm
yes,
saying?
my
Like kind
great
of like
grandma had some of
90s
that.
to yeah, it was like very big, I guess, in like the 80 like maybe late 80s 90s. I mean, I
Mhm.
had a friend whose parents' house was decorated like that, but they were actually from Taiwan. I mean, maybe these people are too. I don't know. But like all the furniture is like that kind of furniture. Like the tables are the big Asian urns with like a glass
Mhm.
top. You know what I mean? And
Yep.
there's
Yep.
the pots everywhere, which somebody will buy. I mean, that stuff is still good to go. It's just, well, I'm not buying furniture or anything anyway, but I
Mhm.
don't know that they have like it didn't look like they had a lot that I was looking at. Maybe in the kitchen or something. I can find something, but I'll go because it's right down the street. But the the church near me, well, the church near me, like there's no a church near me is having a sale, and they have like a tiny sale in this basement. But I found such cool old stuff in there. I got like a big. I didn't sell it. I kept it.
Mhm.
It's the big genie bottle, for like
Okay, yeah.
$2. Um, and I kept it because I kept it with two of my vases on the mantle. But what else did I found like cool Christmas stuff there and everything. But you got to go and throw some elbows and they always have like a ton of jewelry, but I never get to it because there's somebody. And I look, my parents are older. I love them. Why am I most of the time the the most of the people at these sales are like 80 and over. Like you're buying this stuff just so I can have it back from you at your estate sale. Like what are you doing? Like there's some older people that are resellers and I can tell them, but like some of them aren't. They're just buying
You could
stuff.
tell
I'm like,
they're collectors or
hoarders? I don't know. Like why? Like my mom can't give stuff away fast enough. But some people are just like, let me add it. So anyway, they always have like a decent thing of jewelry there, but I can like, and They literally make like a circle out of the tables,
Mm-hmm.
and the people stand in the middle that help you. And then they have the stuff on the outside, and you're like this, and they have the jewelry in the one little place, and there's like, there's like six little old ladies digging through the jewelry. I'm like, come on, you have it all already at home. Let me at
Over
those
here
vintage brooches.
we have a group of, it's mainly men. There's some women, but
Hmm.
like the hardcore jewelry flippers,
Hmm.
finders, they come up with their little
Oh, they
eyeglass.
have
They're
the
looking at the
things.
jewelry.
Yeah,
Yep.
I haven't seen any of those.
But I don't know where they sell. I've seen two guys that are like really into it, and
Hmm.
I don't know where they sell. They must sell online, but they like any sale with jewelry, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
they're there.
They're on it. And I have no clue.
Do you think
I'd assume
do they
online.
just buy like gold and silver, or are they looking for real
I think they're
gemstones, or
looking
do they
for
buy just
the
anything good? Okay.
gemstones. Well, it's the same sale where I went to where it was all that jewelry, and I spent like I forgot how much, but I found like a turquoise ring,
Mm-hmm.
silver,
Right.
but with a giant turquoise flower carved
Mm-hmm.
for $15, and it's like
Yeah.
they didn't bat an eye at that. They didn't bat an eye at this like amber. I don't know what it's
So
called. It looks amber.
they're looking for more higher, even higher end, I guess. I don't know.
Stuff beyond my beyond my
Right.
my
Mm-hmm.
scope anyways, so
I don't
whatever,
know.
but
I haven't run into anybody like that, but I don't think that they don't. I mean, unless they're like going and reselling stuff at like there's not a lot of flea markets around here. I mean, unless they're coming from like PA or something.
mhm.
I don't know, but yeah, I gotta throw some elbows, but knock a few old ladies over. No, but I do. This sale's always good. I there's going to be a point where it's not going to be that good anymore because the population of this church is, I think, just going down. And it's not a big
Mhm.
church or anything. It's a Ukrainian church, so it's like specific, community too. So,
Okay.
um, I don't know how much longer it's going to be that good of a sale, but they usually do have some good stuff. And cheap. Let me preface that by cheap. Like they get the stickers with the quarter, 50 cents, a dollar,
Probably
So
little
I go
church
I
sales.
spent like $6 the one time and came out of there with like a bag full of, including the big giant genie bottle that I didn't sell that I don't know how much I could sell it for. Just the top I could probably get like $40 for at least.
Mhm.
But I think I did look that up. I didn't see the specific bottle I had, but I did see the tops. But anyway, yeah. So that's all there's no sales within my radius. Like I'm not driving. Um that's about it.
I'm also
I'm
kind of
still waiting.
debating
I
because
know my guys. Oh, sorry.
oh, I was
My
just saying there is those citywides, but
Yeah.
like I'm like I do have to drive the ones like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm like, or should, since I'm feeling burnt out, like just hit the sales here in town,
Yeah.
call it good. Things I have a hard time with stopping. That's why I feel the way I
Right.
do.
Well, you have like citywides that like you're guaranteed to have more than one sale. You know what I mean? But even around
Yeah.
here, when we have the neighborhood sales, you go to a neighborhood, it could be hundreds of houses, and there's only two people having a sale.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm not. But we don't have like there's no in the spring, the neighborhoods around here have neighborhood sales, community sales, and then that's it. We don't have like town-wide there's no towns around here that have a sale or anything. There's like if I look on the place, like some people in the Discord like put up like what their map looks like for like their yard sale, the on the app yard sale
Oh
map.
yeah, and see, no one here uses that. Like, That's
Well, I think it pulls some of the stuff off Craigslist because that's usually only what I see on there, but not
mm-hmm.
everything. Because somebody said I think it pulls off Craigslist, and I was like, well, it doesn't pull everything, so I don't know how it works. But um, the but there's never that much on there for mine. So, and I know people like who was it? New Jersey Picker. He's like, I'll drive because I did ask people. I informal poll, how far do you drive? Like I'm
Mm-hmm.
like a 10-mile radius. Like that's basically how long it takes me to get to the. I'm on the western end of the state, and if I went to the eastern end of the state, it's about 10 miles. So that's about it. And 10 miles will take me up into Pennsylvania and down a
Mm-hmm.
little. And who was it? New Jersey Pickers like, oh, 75, 150 miles. I'm like, no. He's like, oh, there's not. I mean, he was telling me there's not a
I
lot
mean,
near him, but I
if it
don't think
was
I would
like
drive that
a
far. It'd have to be
it's like a
really like,
highway sale,
well, yeah,
I'd
yeah,
be willing to
that.
drive, you know.
Yeah. I know he goes to, I guess he drives to like, he's in the boonies and he drives to like where he finds community sales. I don't know if I'd be that well, maybe I would. If I didn't have anything else around. I don't know. I find
Hopefully he's doing
enough.
okay. He got in a car accident, so
Oh
hopefully he's
no.
feeling better. Did you hear
Uh,
about that? New
Oh
Jersey
yeah, yeah,
picker?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody he got in that like, did he rear end
Which is
somebody or somebody
yeah,
rear
but it
ended
sounded
him or
like it
something? Some
was
like
an
weird
intersection that's
intersection, yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Luckily I have not been. And fingers crossed it stays that way. 'Cause the last thing I
Mhm.
want is to like get in an accident, have no vehicle, not be able to do garage sales for a little bit,
Right.
be hurt physically.
I know. Drive careful out there.
Yes. I think what
Yeah, he
else
was
has
like,
been
"Oh, we
happening?
hurt a little bit." I was like, "Oh, I hope you don't hurt." I have like my brain is like I've sporadically been reading the I've had this, like I said, this is the first day I feel good because I've had like a massive headache for like a week. Um which makes me think I have some weird symptoms because when I did have the big C, I had like a really bad headache. Um what was I gonna say? See, and I have brain fog now, so I can't remember what I was saying. Oh, usually you like feel, you don't, you feel worse the next day. I hope he and his mom are feeling not too bad today,
hmm
because
I've
that
just been
sucks.
tired personally. Like I've just been
Well, yeah, because you're killing it. I'm just being killed. Something's killing
I
me.
feel both of that. Um other something else I've been selling some stuff on the dollar auction again.
Hmm.
My local dollar auction. So I put up three different things. I put up a lot of 50 Pokemon cards. I think I found it at one of the church sales. So I just threw it in
Hmm.
my bag. Ended up getting a $20 bid for them. It just ended like while we were recording. Just ended at like 2:30.
Cool.
Um, a gumball machine I picked up for $3. Also sold for as I say for 20 for
How,
17.
how big is it?
It's just a little Hobby
Oh,
Lobby gumball machine.
okay.
Still like a
Now
nice
I
metal
have like
one.
I have a nice big, like it's pretty large. I haven't listed it because it's kind of big,
Mm-hmm.
and um it's old. It's older, I should say, and it's metal. I was just wondering how big it was.
I also have one that's like a bigger one, like on a stand, but I have it at my parents'
Hmm.
business with gumballs in it.
Okay,
But it
you
likes to
actually,
jam up sometimes, so I'm
yeah.
I'm like I'm either gonna paint it black and fill it up with like cute little like skulls or something,
Hmm.
or sell it. Like it's either gonna become decoration in my house or I'm gonna sell it. Um, And then it had this cute little copper music box. It looked like it's handmade. I don't know, but like you twist it and then it looks like a
Mm-hmm.
plane and then it's a globe in the middle. So it looks like
Mm-hmm.
it's a plane flying over.
Mm-hmm.
Sold that for 10. So total
That's
investment
cool.
is like 3, 6, maybe under $10. And I
Mm-hmm.
made 20, 37, $47
Cool.
if I'm adding up right. But yeah, just been trying to do that and put stuff on Facebook Marketplace. I'm trying to get the bigger stuff out right now because it'll make my basement look a little less messy with all the bigger stuff gone.
Yeah.
Like the blow molds and the big bags and those board games, all those dang board games. I need to get those listed and out here. Try to see what else I've sold lately.
I've
Ooh.
I've been getting some. I know you've been getting some too. I've been got some nice feedback lately. That's
Yes.
so have I. Like not just like thank you or what, like a canned response like, "Oh,
Hmm.
perfect condition. I'm so happy."
Yep.
"Oh, it was
That's been really
packed so
nice.
well." I like that. Yeah.
I keep having a repeat buyer.
Mhm.
Um, they've purchased like the snake necklace bracelet things from me that I got from the
Okay,
auction.
yeah. Mhm.
And then yesterday they bought it's like a Monet little bracelet.
Mhm.
And like they've bought for me like
'Did you send
just
send
this
them a
year.
send them a coupon?
Yeah. I sent them a sticker,
Uh-huh. Okay.
an
I was
ink
to say
figure
can
sticker.
you
One of
send them
my
like an
older ones.
eBay coupon, "Hey,
I thought
thank
about
you."
that too because
Mhm.
after I packed it and I'm like, maybe next
But I
time
mean, I
because
think
it seems like
you
they're
can go
watching my store.
can't you go in? You can go into their let me
I was
see.
trying to see if I could see exactly how many things they bought from me, but I couldn't figure it out.
You could go into like one of their what they bought,
Actually, I could probably
right?
search by purchaser name or
If
whatever.
you
I'll
go
do that.
into like one of the things they bought over on the right, it says send coupon.
Oh, we have to do that.
Yeah. I mean, I would
Okay,
if
yeah,
somebody
they've
was.
bought.
I'd send them like, "Hey, here's 10%. Buy some more." Although you have 10% off right now, right? I'd give them a little more.
Yeah, I do have a 10% off coupon
Because
right now.
you
So if
can't do both,
anyone's
so I'd give them like 15, 20 or something, and then maybe they'll.
if anyone's looking for some stuff off my store, I do have
Hmm.
10%. Yeah, this person's bought. Yeah, they've bought 4 things from me,
That's awesome.
but the first one was just a basic snake necklace.
Hmm.
The second one was a multiple shipment.
Hmm.
So yeah, 4 things in total. So that's awesome. They've spent almost $300 with me. So it looks like they're
Wow.
just
I would definitely send them a coupon.
so which is weird. They bought 3 of the snake bracelet necklaces thing that I sold them. Oh, it was a Monet. I don't know if I said it was Monet. Maybe I said the wrong thing. Monet gold tone snake chain, but it's just like a basic gold bracelet.
Hmm.
That's it. So I hope
Okay.
they don't think it's like a snake bracelet, but I mean the pictures clearly show it's just like a
Maybe
snake
they
bracelet.
just are into vintagey jewelry and stuff.
Anyways, that was cool.
Yeah.
I that's like probably the first like multiple order buyer that I've had that I can remember. I see their name and I remember it.
Yeah.
I've had people of course order for me like twice,
Yeah.
but that's sometimes
So,
hard to keep track of.
yeah. I think it does tell you, doesn't it? Like it'll say repeat
Repeat
buyer.
buyer. Hmm.
I haven't had one in a while, but I have had them. But when you sell lots of different things, you don't often, like on eBay, you don't often get repeat as much as if I would think, as if you were selling like multiples of certain, like if you had a certain category or something, and
Hmm.
certain niche that somebody was always buying. I don't know.
Well,
I don't have that
anyways,
many buyers, period. Oh, Lord.
I'm still just
One of
trying to
these
get
days, I'm gonna
things.
get my S together.
I'm still just trying to get stuff out. Like I went out to my trailer this morning after I woke up and
Hmm.
cleaned it up a little bit because it was not super hot out yet.
Hmm.
And I realized like how much stuff is in there. I'm pretty much like it's full. Like so that's why I put
You
out a
filled that up
coupon.
quick.
Yes. I'm like, we need to get our little shop building built ASAP.
Hmm. Yeah. I in between not feeling great, I've tried to I was I put like listing off till last. I shouldn't have done it. I should have like when I wasn't feeling because I'll like wake up and I'm like I'm okay, and then I get a headache and blah 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 blah. But I started to like clean up downstairs, like my basement area, but I haven't gotten
Hmm.
through it yet, and so I still haven't listed any of this big stuff that I want to list. I have Halloween stuff I want to list, and I want to start getting some of this Christmas stuff that I've put off that I want to list because I've got houses and last couple places I've been, I bought some big, like I bought a couple like animatronic, tabletop things, and I gotta get them up because it's August, people. It's August. Get your Christmas up.
I'm
I
starting
mean,
to get my Halloween blow molds up
I
because
know
it's
that.
about the time for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, the Halloween people. Well, we've already been to Bath and Body through a Bath and Body Works stuff, but the Halloween people are already they're getting it out. They're ready.
Yes.
And the Christmas people are right around the corner. And I know people that are
Oh
Halloween
gosh.
slash Christmas people. I have a friend who's the day after Halloween. He's like, it's Christmas, and he's like ready for that decorating. He's nuts. But yeah, so and I shouldn't say this. I don't usually like there's a lot of people that like, well, I'm not going to buy that or list it now because it's the middle of the summer and it's not Christmas yet. But one, that stuff sells all year long. I sell Christmas stuff in the middle of summer. I sold a stocking a couple weeks ago. Christmas stocking. And two, I don't know what my second point was. But I usually list it all the time, but I've just had so much stuff and I haven't been and no time that I didn't list the Christmas stuff right away. I waited because I wanted to get other stuff that was more seasonal.
Yeah.
Um, but I got to get on it because it's time. But yeah, I have a bunch of Halloween stuff I bought too. And I bought a bunch of flags, and a lot of them are Christmas and Halloween and fall from this one garage sale a while ago. And I want to wash them. That reminds me. They're in a basket. I need to wash them so I can list them. The big applique flag things.
Hmm. Yeah. I'm trying to think what else I've just saw that the local rescue mission does a big book sale. It looks
Ooh.
like, and it's coming up here at the end of August. Yep, end of August. That'll be cool. Maybe I'll have to go to
Yeah.
that since I'm starting to like
Hmm.
learn about books more, especially if I can
Yeah.
get book sets. That'll be cool.
Hmm. I was watching I think it was Rebel resells,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, oh man, I should have bought those book sets. She was like, she bought, because they were like super cheap. They were practically given away. They were just, like romance book sets, like a whole
Mm-hmm.
set, um, at an estate sale not too long ago. And she was like, oh, they sell. And I was like, oh, dang, I should have bought them because they were super cheap. Like, and like we were saying, media mail, you just put them in a box and ship them. I should have bought them. But yeah, that kind of, I like to find, well, I buy a lot of, I, I get drawn, I don't know, just drawn to the old kids books. I'll buy those,
Mm-hmm.
but I'll buy like if they have like a set of something. That, the that's good. I haven't had any in a while though.
Trying to think of what else to talk about. I'm
I
kind of
know.
getting out of ideas.
I know. I'm like
And I'm also a little worn out. I might follow in your steps and go take a nap. Just like you did right before we
I'm
started
ready
here.
for another one. This is like wearing me out, I'm telling you. I don't know. I need to list. I need to find something small and take a picture so I can get something up. Something. But this is the best I felt in a week.
That's good though.
And that's saying something because I don't feel 100%, but I don't feel like I don't feel I don't feel terrible either. So, and my dumb dog, I shouldn't say that. He's not dumb. He's super smart, but he's such an a-hole sometimes. He's so out of sorts. I told you he's out of sorts. My husband and my son are not home this week.
Mm-hmm.
So, he's off his regular schedule because my husband wakes up at the crack of dawn and they go on a walk. Well, I'm not waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning to take you for a walk. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to go that early. um, but I do take him for a walk. I took him this morning and he was it's also, by the way, a full moon, so the crazies are out. But he was acting nuts. And he's usually really good to walk. He jumped on a girl today, like an adult girl, but I was like
Uh-oh.
mortified. She was
Oh
like, "It's okay." I'm
no.
like, "Are you okay?" It startled her because she was walking, and so he goes, "I'm cleaning it up." I didn't. I didn't see her coming, and I usually have the leash like pulled in like far, but I had too much out for him, and he totally was like, "Let's play." I was like, you a hole."
Oh no.
She's like, "It's okay. I'm okay." I'm like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" I mean, he didn't do anything. He just jumped, and it
Mm.
scared her. Oh my god, I was so mortified. He's such a
Our
jerk.
dog likes to jump on people too, and like
Mm-hmm.
sometimes my grandma will come over or something and like you do not jump on grandma.
Yeah, I know. He
Don't jump
does.
on
He
anybody.
that's how he is. And honestly, I work very hard. He's 4 years old. I work very
Mm-hmm.
hard to get him to stop. But between my husband and my son, they don't. And and like I said, he's out of sorts. And she came running around like we were like on a corner, like where he went,
Mm-hmm.
and she came around the corner, and he was like, "Ah, let me play." And I was like, "Oh," because I
Oh
usually,
no.
especially when people are around, I move him over so he knows he doesn't. He'll look at him and everything. I was like, I hope I never see her again. We can't go out at the same time tomorrow.
Oh no.
I have to go out earlier or later or go the other way. Walk a different way. Oh my gosh. Jerk. Mm. I was like, I hope she was a dog person. She's not like writing a Facebook post about what an a-hole I am.
Oh god.
That's about it. I don't even have any reselling stories. I just have dog story. I'm gonna sell my dog.
All
But
right,
that's
y'all.
it for me.
Hope you enjoyed our sleepy podcast today about
Yes.
Bath and Body Works and dogs and
There's a market for Bath and Body Works.
yes. There absolutely is.
Now, do I
Just
want to
gotta find the old
go?
stuff.
I know.
Well, if you do,
I
you
don't
might find
know
some
if
of
I'm
those
gonna
where
want to
you are.
go. I have to go out later and pick my sister up from work. Her car's in the shop, so I don't know if I want to go out now or if I want to rest.
All right, y'all.
Oh,
We'll
have
see you
have a good
next week.
weekend. Yep.
Bye-bye.
Bye.